Hi lovies, and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Malinda's channel. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos and also educate you guys are the real MVP. Thank you so much. All right, lovelies, let's dive into this video. So, lovelies, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok, and I thought to share with you guys where this pink-colored man, who happens to be a pastor, is out to tell black people to be very grateful that slavery was actually a thing. If not, a lot of people will still be in Africa wallowing with voodoo and end up going to hell. And I was so shocked that this is actually coming from a pastor, and I was able to put us some stitches. I'm just going to roll it. Please leave me your own thought in the comment section and let's dive into it.
You know, what would be better? For them to have lived their entire life in Africa free, doing their voodoo or whatever, and then dying and going to hell, right? Or what happened? And then they go to heaven. They get the opportunity. And you know what? I bet you there's a lot of Africans that if they hadn't have been brought over, not saying it was right, don't misunderstand, not justifying the slavery in the situation, but God, I still believe, used it. And now I'm sure there's a lot of Africans that got the gospel and they're in heaven right now because they got the gospel.
Get this straight. Y'all go back and watch the video that I stitched for context. You heard that? Shooting the creator a light, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, this dude talking about us, right? Saying that if they would have left us in Africa doing voodoo, we would have went to hell because we ain't know Christianity. Well, let me tell you something. Christianity wasn't even a thing. You hear me? It wasn't even a thing at one point. Catholic Church wasn't even a thing at one point. I'm gonna tell you that. The people before us, how you think they got to the promised land? They ain't go through Christianity because it didn't exist. With all these different religions out here, with everybody saying that they the right one, this the right one, this the right one, but Christianity is the biggest one that say I'm the right one. But this is the same religion that murder people behind the Bible. I'm just saying, you did.
Voodoo.
I wish you the same blessing, sir, as every single one of those people who were forced into slavery had to live. After all, it brought them closer to God and Christianity. Woohoo. It's just so Christ-like of you. Oh my gosh.
The statement this guy's making is pure victim blaming. In fact, white Christianity appropriated Ogboni belief systems and the belief systems of Orishas, which are voodoo. Yeah, and applied it to their saints. They whitewashed it. Imagine claiming that black people practicing voodoo are going to hell, but you stole that belief system and applied it to your saints. Make it make sense.
I can't believe I have to say this. A Christian pastor recently suggested to me that I should be grateful that my ancestors were enslaved because I now have the gospel. And stick around because the history won't disappoint. First of all, his gospel clearly isn't my gospel. My gospel is good news for the oppressed, not a good excuse for oppression. Second, and this is very important, Christianity already existed in West Africa well before white enslavers stole my ancestors. In fact, historians found a letter written in the year 1619. Yes, that 1619. In the letter, a Catholic bishop was outraged that more than 4,000 African Christians had been captured by slave traders in modern-day Angola. This was in 1619, which means it is not just probable but likely that there were Christians among the very first Africans sold to this land. So no, we didn't need your bastardized version of Christianity then, and we surely don't need it now.
Is Christianity a white man's religion? Let's just settle this because I'm tired of the back and forth. So, Christianity can be seen to exist in Africa before Europeans came over. It's first documented as having existed in Egypt in 50 AD. And in the 4th century, it becomes the official religion of what is now Ethiopia. Now, while Christianity was getting to kind of spread through North Africa, that came to an end after what's called kind of the Islamic conquests. This is when people from Arab countries came over, brought Islam, and incentivized the local population to convert from Christianity to Islam and to abandon also their traditional religions. It's estimated that there are thousands, if not millions, of traditional African religions. This is because Africa is a big, fat, massive place and it's not a monolith, okay? Congo alone, the Democratic Republic of Congo, is the size of the entire of Western Europe. So Christianity existing up here in Egypt and over here in East Africa does not mean that it was in the middle here or over here or down here. No, because it's a big, massive continent. This isn't the time of text messages or emails. Someone has to like get on their horse or whatever it was they were getting on, ride all the way down and spread the news. Okay, but these Arab rulers would incentivize the local population. They'd do stuff like tax breaks. At point there was like literal persecutions of Christians, and they'd also like burn down churches, which is why that traditional Christianity that existed pre-European colonization is unique to only Ethiopia, which has the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, because they're the only ones who maintained Christianity after the Arab conquest. Are there probably pockets of Christians who kind of escaped this Islamic conquest and brought it down to other places and maybe brought it to their ethnic groups? We probably, but we don't really know because this kind of research is rarely, if ever, done. We do know that Christianity was not the dominant religion. Now, the reason why Christianity is so widespread throughout Africa now is because of European colonization. After the ending of like the transatlantic slave trade, these European people still wanted to keep control of Africa's rich resources. And so they came up with this line, this guy's as a PR mission back home to say, we are going to go help these what they called savages. We're going to bring them modernization and we're going to bring them religion, and they will be so thankful. And it's our duty as good Christians to go and spread the good news. Bearing in mind, this was the same Christianity that they had just been using to say that slavery was okay. They used Bible passages to justify it. This is because a lot of churches, a lot of organized religions, they are just interpretations of the Bible or whatever holy book. And a lot of the ones that are followed now in Congo are the interpretations invented by white people. Okay, Protestantism originated where? Europe. Okay, the Catholic Church comes from Europe. So is Christianity a white man's religion? Arguably no. But is the Christianity that the majority of people follow a white man's religion? Yeah. If you are following a denomination of Christianity with its roots in Europe, invented by white people, then you are following that white man's religion. And obviously not all Christians follow the interpretations of the Bible invented by Europeans. Some of them just follow the Bible themselves and they let themselves be guided by the words. But don't pretend that you're following an African religion. The majority of you are not Ethiopian Orthodox Christians. You're not.
Like, seriously, lovelies, when I saw this just pop up on my For You page on TikTok, when like I was just going through it, I was like, are you serious right now? If I have to see it, that means you people, you guys, my family have to see it. Like, how can you comfortably be in a pulpit? Like, he is a preacher, right? A pastor, what have you. And he decided that he was going to comfortably spew this. And the people in the congregation was actually, listening, looking at him. Like, so black people most especially should be very grateful because slavery was a thing. If not for slavery, then black people, will be wallowing or we perish, doing voodoo and end up going to hell. Like, who are you to even judge? Like, seriously. So, dehumanization, forcefully taking someone out from their family, colonization, and all of the atrocity that was committed to those enslaved ancestors or to the enslaved people is better. Like, it's something that they should really appreciate you guys for. If not, they will be wallowing or they will end up with their voodoo and end up going to hell. Like, even with their own, even with the voodoo that you claim that these African people practice and all of that, they were happy. They were living comfortably. Nobody was oppressing them. Nobody was doing any form of, immoral things to them, or any form of, disheartening stuff to them. They were living happily until you guys invaded. And you think it was actually a good thing that you guys came to a place where people are so peaceful with their life, voodoo, with their life, and you decided that they're going to bring the gospel. Then with that aspect, you enslaved them, you did whatsoever you want to do with them, took away all their, livelihood, and introduced gospel to them. So they should be thanking you for enslaving them. They should be thanking you for, like seriously, lovelies. Like Christianity, even in the Bible, the way at which it was actually even described in the Bible, and the way they twisted it to make, the enslaved people believe that, oh, it was actually the will of God that we are being treated the way we are treated. That was not even the way it was written in the Bible. That was the reason why they have to create a particular Bible, which they hand over to the enslaved people to make them believe that the way at which they are treated is the way God has actually written it. Like seriously, when I saw this, man of God and his prophet, like I was like, oh my goodness, is this like, it's as if slavery is still here, like it's still repeating itself, just the way at which these people have to lie to the enslaved people. They have to tell them that, oh, it was actually the will of God that you guys need to serve your master. You have to keep your body so that we can flog you, we can do whatever we want to do with you. That is how it is written in the gospel. It's the same thing that he's still doing. The same way at which these people deceived the enslaved people, trying to make them believe that, that is just according to what I have read. The same thing he's still doing. I don't want to say it, but I just have to say it. You people should be very grateful that, slavery was a thing. If not, you'll be wallowing doing voodoo. As if you are the origin of Christianity. Like Ethiopia, if you want to talk about Christianity and all of that, you should just start from the Ethiopian, the ancient. I can't get it. Enough of all of this trying to, brainwash. The brainwash does not even work anymore because people are now aware. People are now aware from actually knowing that our Lord's Savior is someone of a darker skin complexion. It's not the way at which you people have to like present it to us, like you guys are the Messiah, you came to Africa to, or you went over to Africa to actually, show them who the real God is. I seriously love this. When I saw this, I was like, you guys are going to see it as well, because this brainwash need to stop, because a lot of us are aware, a lot of us know what the truth actually, even if we don't know 100%, at least we're getting to it. Anyway, lovelies, why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. So please subscribe if you've not done that already. Like, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.
Thank you so much for all your love and support. Why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. So please subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that. Like, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.